नमस्कार। हमारे सभी दर्शकों का स्वागत करते हैं हम हमारे आज के 24वें एपिसोड में। इस कार्यक्रम में आपका विश्वास हमारा प्रयास। आपसे हम क्षमा मांगेंगे कि प्रोग्राम के शुरू होने पर कुछ तकनीकी खराबी के कारण हमें कुछ समय के लिए विराम लेना पड़ा और अब हमें फिर से शुरू कर रहे हैं हम, जब तकनीकी खराबी हमने कंट्रोल कर ली है। तो मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी कि हमें ये प्रोग्राम शुरू करे हुए 1 साल पूरा हो चुका है। पिछले साल 12 सितंबर को हमने ये प्रोग्राम शुरू किया था और आज इसका 24वां एपिसोड लेकर हम आपके सामने प्रस्तुत हैं। तो इस 1 साल में हमने इग्नू के बहुत सारे स्कूल्स ऑफ स्टडीज़, काफ़ी सारे उनके एकेडमिक प्रोग्राम्स के बारे में जानकारी आप तक पहुंचाई है। हम स्कूल से एक्सपर्ट्स लेके आए हैं जिन्होंने हर एक प्रोग्राम के बारे में डिटेल्स शेयर करी हैं, ताकि कोई भी दर्शक इन प्रोग्राम्स के साथ जुड़ना चाहे, अपनी शिक्षा को आगे बढ़ाना चाहे, उनको अवसर मिल सके, उनको मोटिवेशन मिल सके। और हम यही करते रहना चाहते हैं ताकि हम किसी ना किसी तरीके से आप तक जानकारी पहुंचाते रहे। क्या पता कौन सा प्रोग्राम ऐसा हो जो आपके लक्ष्य के साथ में आपको जोड़ने के लिए सक्षम हो। तो इसी कड़ी में हम आज स्कूल ऑफ एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ के साथ आपके सामने प्रस्तुत हैं। मैं अभी कुछ ही पलों में तारुफ करवाऊंगी हमारे एक्सपर्ट पैनल का, पर उससे पहले मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी कि हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है अभी ज्ञान दर्शन चैनल पे आप लाइव देख रहे हैं, साथ ही साथ फेसबुक पे और यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव प्रसारित होता है। और आपके जो स्क्रीन है, स्क्रीन पे नंबर्स स्क्रॉल हो रहे होंगे। आप अगर प्रोग्राम के दौरान दी जा रही जानकारी के बारे में कुछ भी जानना चाहें, कोई डाउट्स हों, कोई सवाल हों, तो आप हमें उन नंबर्स पे कॉल कर सकते हैं। प्रोग्राम के दौरान हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स आपकी समस्या का या आपके डाउट्स का निदान करेंगे। और इसी के साथ मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करवाना चाहूँगी हमारे पैनल ऑफ एक्सपर्ट्स का। हमारे साथ हैं आज प्रोफेसर पीवी के शशिधर, जो स्कूल ऑफ एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ में प्रोफेसर हैं। आप इग्नू में आने से पहले आप ICAI के साथ जुड़े हुए थे और इनके काफ़ी सारे publications हैं, more than 200 publications to his name, and he has contributed in a large measure to higher education in the field of extension and development studies. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। और साथ ही हमारे साथ हैं डॉक्टर भारत भूषण, जो स्टूडेंट सर्विस सेंटर के डायरेक्टर हैं और यूनिवर्सिटी में SSC से पहले वो डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन काउंसिल, रिसर्च यूनिट, इनके साथ में जुड़े रहे हैं, बहुत योगदान दिया। यूनिवर्सिटी की काफ़ी स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडीज़ में मेंबर हैं और मेंबर रहे हैं। और इसके अलावा UGC, AICT, मिनिस्ट्री, इन सब में अलग अलग कैपेसिटीज़ में इनका उच्च शिक्षा में योगदान रहा है। करीब करीब 3 दशकों का योगदान है। आप दोनों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू बोथ ऑफ यू। साथ ही हमारे प्रोग्राम में स्कूल ऑफ एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ के कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं, कुछ एलुमनाई, जो उनके कुछ प्रोग्राम्स कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं और अब भी कुछ हायर एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम्स के साथ जुड़े हैं। हम उनसे भी आपकी बातचीत थोड़ी बहुत करवाएंगे ताकि आप ये जानें कि उनका अनुभव कैसा रहा इस स्कूल से जो प्रोग्राम्स ऑफर हो रहे हैं वो करने के लिए। और ज़्यादा समय ना गंवाते हुए अब हम सीधे चलेंगे हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स के पास। डॉक्टर भारत भूषण, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू to address our students not only from the point of view of SOEDS, but all the students or all the future students of IGNOU, if I may say so, our viewers who want to know about IGNOU as a university, the programs that IGNOU offers, and how do we plan the programs according to the needs of the people, needs of the students, the needs of the market and the changing world that we live in. And the recognition status, so that their minds are at rest before they come and want to know about the SOEDS programs.
जी, थैंक यू डॉक्टर भावना। और मैं भी अपनी तरफ से सभी जो विद्यार्थी हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं और जो हमसे जुड़ने वाले हैं वह भी, और उनके जो हमें सुन रहे हैं, और सभी परिवारों को जो विद्यार्थी हैं हमारे, उनका मैं खैर मकदम करता हूं। आज का जो प्रोग्राम है उसके बारे में बताने से पहले मैं अपने विद्यार्थियों को बताना चाहूँगा कि विश्वविद्यालय के में अभी जो जुलाई 2023 सेशन के एडमिशन्स हैं वो ऑन हैं। उसके लिए जो लास्ट डेट था वो 10 सितंबर था, जो एक्सपायर हो गया था, तो वह हमने एक्सटेंड करके 28 सितंबर तक लास्ट डेट को एक्सटेंड किया है। तो जो विद्यार्थी रह गए हैं और उन्होंने डिसाइड कर लिया है कि उनको कौन से प्रोग्राम में एडमिशन लेना है, तो वह विद्यार्थी जल्दी से अपने एडमिशन की प्रक्रिया को कंप्लीट कर लें। और आप सभी की जानकारी के लिए मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि सर्टिफिकेट्स प्रोग्राम्स के एडमिशन को छोड़ के अंडर ग्रेजुएशन एंड पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन में अभी एडमिशन प्रक्रिया जारी है। दूसरी जानकारी मैं अपने विद्यार्थियों को बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो असाइनमेंट्स सबमिट करने की प्रोसेस है वह भी प्रक्रिया जारी है। 1 सितंबर से सभी विद्यार्थी अपने एडमिशन्स की जो सबमिशन की जो तैयारियां हैं वो करें और उनको सबमिट कर सकते हैं। विद्यार्थी एडमिशन ये असाइनमेंट्स को सबमिट करने के लिए यह जानकारी अपने इग्नू की हमारी जो ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट है उस पर भी, और जो उनके जो रीजनल सेंटर्स हैं उनकी वेबसाइट पर विजिट करके भी उनको यह पता लग जाएगा कि ये असाइनमेंट कैसे सबमिट करने हैं। ज़्यादातर असाइनमेंट्स आपको स्टडी सेंटर में ही सबमिट करने होते हैं, लेकिन कई बार रीजनल सेंटर ऑनलाइन भी एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, तो यह जानकारी आपको कंसर्न रीजनल सेंटर से मिल जाएगी। और असाइनमेंट जमा करने की अभी जो अंतिम तिथि है वो 30 सितंबर ही है। तो आप ना तो एडमिशन के लिए और ना ही असाइनमेंट्स के लिए लास्ट डेट का इंतज़ार करें। मेरी सलाह यही रहेगी कि लास्ट डेट का इंतज़ार किए बिना आप अपने जो प्रोसेस हैं उनको कंप्लीट करें और लास्ट आवर रश से बचें। आज का जो प्रोग्राम है एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ के प्रोग्राम्स के लिए हमने तय किया था, और एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ जैसे बहुत सारे विद्यार्थियों के लिए यह नया भी होगा, और यह भारतवर्ष में भी एक कंपैरेटिवली न्यू डिसिप्लिन है। अगर हम जो ट्रेडिशनल डिसिप्लिन्स हैं हमारे इंग्लिश, हिस्ट्री, पॉलिटिकल साइंस, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, उन सभी से बहुत ज़्यादा नया डिसिप्लिन है, क्योंकि यह डिसिप्लिन सबसे पहले जो डेवलप्ड नेशंस हैं, डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज हैं, उनमें इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था। और इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विश्वविद्यालय भी भारतवर्ष में it is one of the first universities which started development programs at UG and PG level. जहाँ तक हम बात करें कि जो डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ के जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं वो कहाँ लैंड करते हैं, ये बेसिकली सोशल साइंस के डिसिप्लिन में ही लैंड करता है। लेकिन अगर हम इन प्रोग्राम के स्ट्रक्चर्स को देखेंगे जो प्रोफेसर शशि जी हमें अभी डिटेल में बताएंगे, उसमें मैं यह बताना चाहूँगा कि इस डिसिप्लिन में मेरे विचार से डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ इज़ द फाइनेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ a program which is interdisciplinary. Yes. I think many subjects in the development studies comprised from social sciences, and very specific. If I tell you that geography, economics, public administration, climatology, animal husbandry, agriculture, they are the main subjects which comprise these development studies. And as far as the development studies programs at UG and PG levels are concerned, in our country it is the beginning of this, and I think 4 or 5 batches we have come out successfully, and numbers of the students which are choosing to study development studies is also increasing in every academic cycle, admission cycle. The scope of this program is very specialized. after completion of your UG and PG, and then you can also go for research degree program. Research degree programs are started in our university for development studies, and after completion of studies, I know very specialized areas in planning, in development studies, in many NGOs, in many banks, in academic fields like university, our students will get an opportunity for jobs, because every education program is designed in such a way that student can decide that in which area he or she want to go, and they can plan it. And this program offered by School of Extension and Development Studies has that much of scope. So in detail, I think we will be sharing all the details with Prof. Sasidhar. As far as recognition status is concerned of the program, in this area I would like to share with our learners and all the stakeholders that all the programs of the university are recognized by the regulatory bodies of the country. As far as these extension development programs are concerned, because they are general programs, so they are recognized by University Grants Commission as far as higher education is concerned and employment is concerned. So from that point of view, students should not keep any worry in their mind that after completion of program at UG, PG or research degree program, they can go to any field for job as far as higher education.
Thank you so much, sir. So this is something that is relevant for all the existing and prospective students of the university, what Dr. Bharat Bhushan just said. And the bottom line is, don't wait for the last date, because the last minute rush often causes a lot of problems, and we would like our students to benefit from the comfort of time that they might have in their hands and do a very good work of your assignments. Without further delay, I would request Professor Sasidhar to first of all introduce, maybe clarify a little the concept of extension and development studies for our viewers, and then maybe we could start by letting them know what are the thrust areas of the school according to which the programs have been organized.
Well, ma'am, in continuation of what Dr. Bharat Bhushan said, extension and development studies is truly an interdisciplinary subject.
Right.
Broadly, extension education itself is an interdisciplinary subject, and development studies is another interdisciplinary subject. Indira Gandhi National Open University has combined these two interdisciplinary subjects into one school in year 2007. And this school came into existence in 2009 with the recruitment of faculty. Why? Because the discipline of extension played a very crucial role at the time of Green Revolution and White Revolution. Indian Council of Agriculture Research and state agriculture universities, they have used extensively the discipline extension. But unfortunately, the benefits of extension, it was not realized by the general universities. Whereas in central universities, we have a discipline called Adult Continuing Education and Extension, but not truly extension and development studies combination. So realizing the importance of extension and to extend the benefit of extension to other development sectors, Indira Gandhi National Open University embarked into this School of Extension and Development Studies in the year 2009. The vision of our school is to be known for highest standards of excellence in the three thrust areas of the school: development studies, urban studies, and extension education. We are offering around 10 programs in these three thrust areas with an annual enrollment of around 3,000 to 3,500. The 10 programs in extension and development studies are, we have 3 master degree programs, one in development studies, MA development studies. In fact, we started this program in 2010 as a extension and development studies, right, both in face-to-face mode and in open and distance learning mode, and then face-to-face mode discontinued after 4 years. And then in 2018, we revised this program and we launched MA in Development Studies. Then we have another program, MA in Urban Studies. That program we launched in year 2021. And we have another master's program in Corporate Social Responsibility. And in all these three master's program, we have a PG diploma program, which is comprising the first year program. PG diploma in Development Studies, PG diploma in Urban Planning and Development, PG diploma in Corporate Social Responsibility. Apart from this, we do have another PG diploma in Animal Welfare. And we have a diploma program in Value Education, certificate program in Value Education, and 2 MOOCs programs also in Value Education. Besides this, we also started from 2023 July session, the current session, a PG diploma in Population and Family Health Studies. And we are also planning to scale up this program also into MA in Family Health and Population Studies from next academic year onwards. So briefly, these are the 10 programs that the School of Extension and Development Studies is offering in open and distance learning. Besides this, we also have a PhD program leading to research degree in Development Studies, PhD in Development Studies.
Right. And I believe our learners would want to know that if they want to come and enroll in this program, what is the eligibility criteria? For example, if somebody wants to take admission in MA.
Most of this program, the basic admission criteria is graduation in any discipline, except diploma in Value Education, certificate program in Value Education, wherein the 10th class is the eligibility criteria and +2 is the eligibility criteria for certificate and diploma program. Otherwise, all our programs, graduation in any discipline is the eligibility for taking admission in either postgraduate diploma or in master's programs.
Right. And after completing the program, the scope of the program, if I may say, or the employability after completing the program, what would you like to say about that?
Yes, ma'am. For instance, if you take Masters in Development Studies, as I said, it is an interdisciplinary subject comprising all the sub-disciplines of development, like the human development, political development, economic development, and social development. And extension is the connecting link between all these subsectors. On one hand, our country is progressing and then leading to development in different subsectors, whereas the need for development professionals is also increasing, but at the same time, we don't have a properly trained development professionals with the masters and PhDs in the area of development studies.
Right.
So there is a large scope for job opportunities in both the government and non-government sector, especially in the field of development sector. When you see urban studies, when you see the growth of urbanization and urban population in the country, now currently about 35-36% of India's population is urban.
Right.
By 2030, we are expecting that more than 50% of population will be residing in urban areas.
Right.
Unfortunately, there are several issues. The India's urbanization story is not inclusive. It is not free from developmental challenges. There is a half-headed growth and related problems of slums, education, illiteracy related with the urbanization. So keeping all this in view, IGNOU started a program way back in 2014, PG Diploma in Urban Planning and Development. But as of now also in regular face-to-face mode system, we don't have on-campus programs in the area of urban studies excepting 1 or 2 universities. So we are times ahead in launching the programs in urban studies. There is a huge potential for those who are trained properly in and understanding the issues of urbanization. And when we take about corporate social responsibility, even without the enactment of laws and compliances, it has been part and parcel of Indian corporate sector way either in the form of philanthropy or in the form of voluntary help through foundations, through trust.
Right.
They have been doing CSR work. But with 2013 Company Act and with the release of 2014 CSR rules, CSR has become a compulsory commitment for companies, corporate companies, with three major measures. One is the companies which are having 500 crores worth of assets, or the companies whose annual turnover is more than 1000 crores, or the companies which are registering 5 crores plus profit in a financial year. If they are meeting any one of these criteria, they have to comply compulsorily the CSR and they have to submit the report to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. And at the same time, earlier CSR issues are being dealt by management and HR people in companies, and now all companies are establishing CSR divisions. And again, there are no proper certificate master's program in regular face-to-face mode universities, and IGNOU is the first university to launch a PG diploma in corporate social responsibility and subsequently masters in corporate social responsibility. All of them have job opportunities either in the corporate CSR divisions of this corporate sector, or else many times these companies are giving work to different NGOs,
Right.
to what you called conduct the CSR work and then submit the compliance report. So there are job opportunities for CSR professionals both in the companies as well as in NGOs which are implementing CSR projects.
Right.
And similarly, we have job prospects in the area of animal welfare. Number of animal welfare organizations are there. More than 2 lakh NGOs are there working in animal welfare sector. And again, this subject is not dealt in regular face-to-face mode program. So IGNOU is again the first university to launch a first degree program in animal welfare, and it was on record by none other than Madam Maneka Gandhi. She wrote an article about this program, and she thanked IGNOU for launching a program on animal welfare. And similarly, the other programs like population and health and family studies, then value education programs, and the doctoral program in development studies, all of them have job potential in one or other areas of development sector.
True. This is a wonderful lineup of programs that you just shared with our audience, Professor Sasidhar. If I'm thinking from the point of view of a prospective student, a few questions come to one's mind. There are certain programs which might have borrowed certain components from the sciences. Now, when the eligibility criteria says that you have to have, graduation in any of the disciplines, then how does that component, comply with the fact that somebody is coming from a graduation in humanities, for example?
For example, ma'am, graduation, why we kept is, for instance, if we take up our 3 master's program, MA in Development Studies or Corporate Social Responsibility or Urban Studies, all 3 are heavily from social science related issues. And any graduate, be it from the science background or from the social sciences or from the humanities, there should not be any problem in taking up these 3 MA programs. But the other issue is, like when we launched a PG diploma in animal welfare, there was a length and breadth discussion in expert group meeting. What should be the basic qualification, entry qualification to enter into this program? Several expert group members, they argued that there should be veterinary qualification to enter this. There should be science, bachelor's in science should be the main eligibility criteria. But the other argument was, this is from academia perspective, but actually in the field and in the practice, this 2 lakh plus NGOs who are handling the animal welfare issues, most of them are from social science background. And unfortunately, their capacities are not built in animal welfare, science, ethics, issues and standards. But they have a lot of passion to do animal welfare, and they are in this field working day and night. And another important issue is when we talk about animal welfare, without animal welfare laws, policies and organization, the course would be incomplete.
True.
And in academia of general law universities also, when you see the bachelor's in law and then master's in law, eligibility is graduation in any discipline. Any graduate can become a lawyer or advocate.
Okay.
So after thinking all this, since 25% of the component covers animal welfare laws, so then finally we arrived to a conclusion that we should have graduation in any discipline to enter into this subject. But when we analyze the admission data, roughly 80% of students are from science background, but at the same time 20% plus are from other graduations. So that's why we kept more or less development studies is open to any graduate. In fact, all our three core areas broadly again merge under the umbrella of development. So that's why we kept graduation in any discipline as entry criteria.
Fair enough. So I think this is an important detail that Professor Sasidhar has just shared, that graduation in any discipline is the eligibility criteria, notwithstanding the fact that there might be certain components in the program which might be borrowed from sciences. Well, that is the beauty of the programs of SOEDS, and you just heard him out. जो स्पेक्ट्रम है इनके प्रोग्राम्स का इतना वास्ट है, इतना वाइड स्पेक्ट्रम है इनके प्रोग्राम्स का, स्कूल ऑफ एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ का, कि एक तरफ डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ में मास्टर्स है, दूसरी तरफ कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तो अर्बन प्लानिंग है. तो आप डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर हो, कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर हो, अर्बन प्लानिंग हो, ये सारे ऐसे डिसिप्लिन्स हैं जिनका सबका मिलके एक समागम हो गया है एक तरीके से SOEDS में. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू कंग्रेचुलेट द स्कूल फॉर keeping such a broad spectrum of programs so that the students will have a vast array of programs to choose from depending on their interest and their aptitude.
एक छोटा सा इनपुट मैं दे
जी सर.
एक छोटा सा इनपुट डॉक्टर भावना आई वुड लाइक टू गिव इन दिस प्रोग्राम. जब हम इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच ऑफ द डिसिप्लिन्स की बात करते हैं, स्कूल ऑफ एक्सटेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ की बात करते हैं, और अभी हम बात कर रहे थे साइंसेज, सोशल साइंसेज, ह्यूमैनिटीज़, पॉपुलेशन स्टडीज़, अर्बन प्लानिंग एट्सेट्रा, जो हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, मेरे ख्याल से देश में राइट फ्रॉम द इंडिपेंडेंस सेकेंड न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है. अब तक एक न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी रही थी. उस न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी से इग्नो के जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं बहुत ज़्यादा मैच करते हैं, और जो नीड है न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की उसको हम फुलफिल करते हैं. जहाँ तक इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी की बात है, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में ये कहा गया है कि जो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो हम यूनी डायरेक्शनल ना चलें, वो मल्टी डायरेक्शनल होने चाहिए. अगर कोई स्टूडेंट, कोई भी विद्यार्थी सोशल साइंस के में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं और उसको एक या दो पेपर में साइंसेज में इंटरेस्ट है, तो वो पेपर वो चूज़ कर सकते हैं. इस प्रोसेस में भी हम धीरे धीरे आगे चल रहे हैं, और इग्नो तो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को इन टोटो अडॉप्ट करने वाली इंडिया में पहली यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में से एक है. इग्नो के बोर्ड ऑफ मैनेजमेंट ने इन न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को इन टोटो राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग ईयर 2020 में ही अडॉप्ट कर लिया था. और बहुत सारी ब्यूटी है, जो मल्टीपल एंट्री, मल्टीपल एक्सिट की बात है, इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच की बात है, और स्किल्स की बात है, प्रोफेशनलिज्म की बात है, डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट को स्टडी करने की बात है. और हमने अभी ऑफ लेट जो 4 साल का ग्रेजुएशन लेवल के प्रोग्राम है उसमें भी एंट्री कर ली है, और बच्चे 1 साल का कोर्स अगर बीए का पूरा करते हैं तो उनको सर्टिफिकेट, 2 साल का करते हैं तो डिप्लोमा, 3 साल का करते हैं तो उनको ग्रेजुएशन, और 4 साल का अगर कंप्लीट करते हैं तो उनको विद रिसर्च एप्टीट्यूड एक डिग्री दी जाती है। डॉक्टर भावना हमारे साथ आज विद्यार्थी भी हैं जो हमारे एम्बेसडर्स होते हैं
जी।
मैं इनको एम्बेसडर ही कंसीडर करता हूं, क्योंकि यही वो लोग हैं जो इग्नू की रेपुटेशन को कैरी करते हैं और रियल इमेज होते हैं किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए। तो वो आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं चाहूँगा कि आप उनसे भी कुछ बात करें ताकि जो हमारे विद्यार्थी जो हमें सुन रहे हैं फैमिलीज में, स्टेक होल्डर्स में, वो उनकी जिज्ञासा बढ़े हमारे प्रोग्राम्स के बारे में।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। तो मैं प्रोफेसर शशिधर से इनफैक्ट रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगी कि जो हमारे साथ आज स्टूडियो में हमारे कुछ विद्यार्थी हैं जिन्होंने हमारे प्रोग्राम्स कंप्लीट किए हैं और अभी फ़िलहाल इग्नू से रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, पीएचडी कर रहे हैं अपने स्पेसिफिक डिसिप्लिन्स में, उनसे इंट्रोड्यूस कराएं हमारे दर्शकों को और वो अपने अनुभव शेयर करें।
Thank you, ma'am. We have 3 students who are doing PhD in development studies, and fortunately they have completed our open and distance learning programs also. So may I request Dr. Satyanarayana. He is a veterinarian working as assistant director in Department of Animal Husbandry in Government of Andhra Pradesh. He completed a PG diploma program in animal welfare, and now he is doing PhD in development studies, and he is also planning to take up research work related to how veterinary services are being performed in the state of Andhra Pradesh and how it would be useful for livestock development. So may I request Dr. Satyanarayana to speak about your own experience while completing the program on animal welfare.
Very warm welcome, Dr. Satyanarayana. Let us hear your views, please.
I am Dr. Satyanarayana, working as Assistant Director in the State Animal Husbandry Training Center, Andhra Pradesh. One of the best courses offered by the IGNOU is Postgraduate Diploma in Animal Welfare. Because even though I am the veterinarian, I have very little knowledge on animal welfare. But in field conditions, we are daily facing animal welfare issues, and we also resolve those issues at the field level. But we don't have much knowledge on that. So I heard about the postgraduate diploma in animal welfare offered by the IGNOU through social media groups. Then I got admitted and completed the animal welfare diploma. It is a very useful course for veterinarians, not only veterinarians across India, also animal lovers, animal activists, NGOs working for animal welfare issues. So this is also one of the part of continuing veterinary education. It is offered by open and distance learning mode. So one material supplied by the IGNOU on animal welfare is very exhaustive and in-depth, and just like it is a Bible of animal welfare. After completion of this course, I able to resolve the issues and also guide others, junior veterinarians and everything. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Satyanarayana. Just for the information of, again, the audience, ma'am, India is the first country to have legislation and constitutional protection for animals. But unfortunately, as Dr. Satyanarayana said, we are not implementing these laws and constitutional safeguards at the cutting edge, at the field level. And there is a need for programs like this to build the capacities of the stakeholders and to help them in taking socially responsible decisions related to animal welfare. Not only building their capacities, but also we should be able to help them and help others also in taking responsible decisions related to animal welfare. So far, around 3,500 students have joined in this program in 6 admission cycles, and nearly 80% of them have completed. And we are really happy to hear from Dr. Satyanarayana. And we have Eliza with us, and she is a development professional, completed her master's in development studies, and now she is doing PhD in development studies. So may I request Eliza to give your viewpoint on development studies programs.
Welcome to the program, Eliza.
Hello all. So I'm Eliza. I did my MA in development Studies. Currently, I'm pursuing my PhD in Development Studies from Indira Gandhi National Open University. I did my work in Jharkhand, and I thank IGNOU for taking my topic, like the proposal that I had, wherein I'll be working with the people of Jharkhand, as in the development programs that we have. One of which that is implemented there is called the DAY-NRLM, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. And I'm going to see the gaps where the schemes are being implemented, but how the beneficiaries are benefited, or what are the loopholes where they are not. So I've given my proposal as part of my research work in development study.
Thank you, Elijah.
Thank you.
And we also have Dr. Kamesh, and who also completed a PhD diploma in animal welfare, and now he's doing a PhD in development studies. In fact, he is planning to take up research work on animal welfare itself, how animal welfare is there in practice in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Maybe after 2 years or so, we can listen to his results related to animal welfare and livestock development. Thank you all of you for joining this session.
Thank you. Professor Sasidhar, I would also want you to share with us, since we are talking about animal welfare right now, there is an endorsement of the Animal Welfare Board. So if you would like to share that with our viewers.
This is an important development in the progress of this program. When we go back to 1962 PCA Act, Prevention of Cruelty Against Animals Act, it is a landmark act passed by the Parliament of India, and India is one of the first country to have a comprehensive legislation in the name of PCA Act.
Right.
So PCA Act provided for the establishment of Animal Welfare Board of India, which is again a statutory body taking care and responsible for implementation of animal welfare at the country level. And we have state animal welfare boards at the state level, and at the district level we have SPCAs, Societies for Prevention of Cruelty Against Animals.
Right.
So when we launched this program, then we approached Animal Welfare Board of India, and then we provided one set of study material, and then we requested them to go through it and then promote IGNOU's program.
Right.
And the Animal Welfare Board of Chairman himself has gone through all the study material, and they were really very happy, and they immediately issued an endorsement letter, and they appreciated IGNOU for launching this program. And not only endorsing this program, they have written to all the councils, research councils like ICAR, ICMR, CSIR, and also state animal welfare boards, and also the CPCSA, which is the highest body controlling and regulating the experimental procedures on lab animals. And they wrote to all these professional bodies to encourage their employees, especially those who are handling animals on day-to-day basis,
Right.
to register this program so that their capacities are built in animal welfare. So this endorsement also helped us in increasing our enrollment, and this is in fact a recognition to IGNOU by a statutory body like Animal Welfare Board of India.
Right. Thank you so much, Professor Sasidhar, and I would also like to thank our students who have come to the studio today and shared their feedback. Thanks a lot for sharing about the programs, and as our viewers would be noticing that the programs give you a wide range of opportunities, a wide range of options to choose from, and depending upon not only your background and experience but also your future interests, your aptitudes, you can make a choice and associate yourself with the School of Extension and Development Studies. If you want to know anything more about the programs or you want further details, please do visit the SOEDS page of the IGNOU website. There are further details provided. You can also contact the School of Extension and Development Studies. There are phone numbers and email IDs shared there, and you will be able to get all the additional details that you want. You can also get in touch with the regional centers of IGNOU in your particular area of residence, so that they will also be able to provide you or whatever information you want, or get you in touch with us at the IGNOU headquarters. Before we close, Dr. Bharat Bhushan, I would request you to address our students. Since we have completed 1 year of this program, we would like to have some words of encouragement from your side.
Thank you, Dr. Bhavana. In fact, time available is very less, but I would like to thanks to our learners, our audience, all the stakeholders who have been watching us and encouraging us to organize this program. And I would like to thank to our Honorable Vice Chancellor who conceived the idea of connecting our university with our students, who are our backbone, who are our ambassadors, and they are like a fragrance which is spread all over the India. Yes. And this fragrance should spread in every nook and corners in good way. So with these words, I would like to thanks all the IGNOU students, authorities, EMPC, and all the staff who are helping us in organizing this program, and at last our School of Studies, because this program was conceived to disseminate the information which academic programs which our university is offering through School of Studies. So till now 24 School of Studies have joined us, and we will have many more programs in very specialized nature, in very specialized in detailed forms. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. A very warm thanks to our expert panel today, and thank you to all our viewers to join us on each and every episode, and keep on encouraging us to bring more and more valuable and relevant information which will be beneficial for your growth. As you know, हम हमेशा कहते हैं आप सीखते रहिए, पढ़ते रहिए और आगे बढ़ते रहिए. Please keep growing, keep learning, keep developing. We are with you every step of the way. Namaskar.